Eagle Eye Detective Agency, Jennifer here.
Jennifer, you must help me. It is a disaster. I'm afraid that my secret recipe for pizza sauce is being leaked to my competitors.
That's pretty serious, Mr. Carici. We'll be right there.
No, wait. I don't want the thief to know I'm on to him. Meet me down at Sweet Treat's ice cream parlor, and please hurry.
Okay, Mr. Carici. We're on our way. Mr. Carici is very secretive about his sauce recipe. He brought it with him from Italy and has managed to keep it to himself for the 20 years he's been in the United States.
My pizza sauce is so secret that I lock the recipe in my safe. Only Danny, my cook, and my manager, Mr. French, know the combination. Oh, and of course, my boy Anthony. He's gonna inherit the business one day. I can't believe that any one of them would give my secret away. Today I went to check some accounting books in my safe, and I didn't see the recipe. If no one has taken it out to make the sauce, it should be in the safe. The recipe is written on an old piece of paper I brought over with me from the old country. It's yellow and crumbling, but it's my treasure.
Anthony has been working part-time for Mr. Grimaldi for 2 years now. He coaches Jake's Little League team, too.
Anthony is a great assistant. He has a real way with animals. It's too bad his father isn't more understanding about his wanting to be a veterinarian. Even though they argue, Anthony and his dad are really close. Mr. Carici probably just wants to be sure that Anthony has a secure future.
Remind your brother for me, won't you, Jennifer? I'll see him at home plate. Hi, kids. How do you like our new cockatoo? We got him last week, and I've already taught him some neat phrases. If I didn't have to work at the pizza parlor, I'd be here with the animals every day. I tell my pop that there's more to life than tomato sauce and mozzarella, but every time I talk to him about my wanting to be a vet, he just goes on about how I'm going to run his pizza parlor for him one day. Next year will be different, though. With all the scholarships I've gotten, I'll have no trouble getting into a top college, and then I'll be able to go to the best veterinary school in the state. I bet Dad'll be proud of me then.
Smell that pizza? No wonder this is the most successful pizza parlor in the state.
Hey kids, have a free slice on me. I'm celebrating today. It's taken me all year, but I finally saved enough to buy an engagement ring. Tonight I'm going to ask Mandy Lipper to marry me. Mr. Carici pays me very well, but it still took me a long time to save up enough for this beauty. It's right here if you want to have a look. But be careful of my pizza sauce vat, will you? I spent all morning making the stuff. I didn't get the recipe back in the safe until just before I went to get Mandy's ring.
Hi, kids. You looking for Anthony? He just left for his other job down at Creepy Critters. Between his job at the pet shop and his Little League coaching, we hardly see him around here. Just look at Danny staring goo-goo-eyed off into space. Doesn't that cook realize how busy we are? He's been no use at all lately. I'm sure it's all about that girlfriend of his. He's been loafing around all week. Sorry if I'm a little testy, but it's been such a busy day. I even had to ask Eddie to open the safe and take the week's deposit down to the bank for me. Oh well, the rush is nearly over.
Mr. Green might be able to tell us if anyone from Pisa Pizza has been in today. The thief might have received a lot of money by selling the stolen recipe.
Well, I'm really not supposed to give out this sort of information, but if it will help your case, we did have 2 Pisa Pizza Palace employees in today. Danny, their cook, was in early this morning. He closed out his savings account and got a cashier's check made out to Washington Jewelers for the money he withdrew. Mr. French usually puts the restaurant's weekly cash deposits into the Pisa Pizza Palace company account, but today he must have been busy. Their delivery man, Eddie, brought it over just a few minutes ago. He had the cash wrapped in an old yellowed piece of paper. He stuffed the paper in his pocket with the receipt I gave him. He's just leaving. Why don't you see if you can speak with him?
Hey, the famous detectives. Coming in to check for bank robbers? I'm running a little late, so I can't talk long. Mr. French asked me to bring by the restaurant's weekly cash deposit for the company account. I felt kind of funny carrying that much cash around, so I grabbed a scrap of old paper from the safe and wrapped it up. That way I could deliver the pizzas I had left before I came here without worrying too much that someone would see the cash.
I think we've figured out the secret behind the recipe's disappearance. Choose the 5 clues that best prove it. Those clues point the way to the missing recipe. Now choose who you think took the recipe from the safe. You figured it out! Eddie, the new delivery man, took the recipe from the safe. Let's check the evidence. Mr. Carici told us that the secret recipe for his Pisa pizza sauce is on a crumbling yellow piece of paper in the company's safe. Danny, Mr. Carici's cook, told us that he had taken the secret recipe out of the safe today to make sauce, but put it back in the safe before buying the engagement ring. Mr. French said that he had been so busy this morning that he had to ask Eddie to take the company's cash deposit down to the bank for him. When we went to the bank, Eddie told us that he wrapped the cash up in an old scrap of paper from the safe. He was using Mr. Carici's secret recipe as a wrapper.